Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of the Urban Homesteading channel, Midweek Edition. If today is the first time you are visiting our channel, we want to extend to you a very warm welcome and invite you to watch any of our over 500 videos that we have arranged for your convenience in playlists, as we are confident you're going to find something both useful and entertaining to watch. If you have been here before, welcome back. If today is your birthday, we want to wish you a very happy birthday. A few months ago, we built my shop here in the homestead, and this is the first time I had an independent shop. Before, as many of you know, I was using my one-car garage to use as my workshop, so I gave some thought of what I wanted to put into a workshop since I was building it from scratch. And today I'm going to give you a very short tour of the workshop, tell you the things that I like, tell you the things I wish I've done different, and overall give you a 2020 update in a small workshop. So stick around. I built the workshop with dual doors, as you can see here, and that was a great decision. Bringing in and out tools or pieces of lumber that they are large, these have made a huge difference, and I really enjoy having the options of two doors. Of course, I did provide a mechanism for the doors to close, so I can only have one of the two doors open for days like today that it is kind of cold, or when I want the two doors open. So this is a decision I don't regret. I like that I built it with the two doors. I also like that I have two windows, even though they do to some degree limit my space to put things. So overall, my decisions on the lighting of the shop and the doors, I think I made the right choice. One of my first projects was to build this space rack or space storage unit, and I really like it. It's very inexpensive, easy to build, and I might expand it a little bit, not by much, probably a little bit to the side, all the way to the next stud. But overall, it has been very useful, and I do enjoy the utility it offers. I provided a couple of interesting storage solutions. One of them is that wood rack up there, so it takes my long pieces of lumber off the floor and away. And I'm working on a storage solution for flat sheets of goods. For now, I just put against the wall, but it's something I don't like because it generates more space. No, it doesn't generate more space. It uses more space than it should, and I really don't like it. For a small workshop, you need to utilize a lot of space. So I found this little cabinet or little storage cubby hole, and I purchased it for about 50 cents, I think. And I make it my storage for my sanding discs and sanding papers. It worked great. My sanding blocks are above, my sanding discs below in each of the cubbies, and keeps them organized and really very, very well shaped. That was a good purchase, and I am glad that I purchased as a great idea for a small or even a large workshop. Also, I went to the dollar store, and for $1 you can buy 6 of those devices that are ideal to store hammers or any other device, really. I'm going to show you some other ones. Very inexpensive and provides a great storage solution, as you can see. Very secure and makes a lot of sense. It also works very well for me to store my weed eater. As you can see, it is a great solution overall. And also, it is a very good way to store small tools. You see here one of my jigsaws. And you see here my blower. And there another jigsaw. And all of those are stored in the same little system. And again, there are 6 for $1. A great bargain from the dollar store. And as you can see, it can support some weight. I also have my chainsaw suspended by the same system up there. Definitely a great organization idea. I made a short shelf here that has become my station for my miter saw, and I really enjoy it. One regret, I think I should have made it slightly wider than it is, and I might extend it a little bit. But other than that, was a great idea. I really like that. And also from the dollar store, these containers allow you to organize tools and keep them out of the dust of the shop very nicely. Another cheap solution you're going to see throughout the store is just use wood that I have available and put in between the studs. And part of that is to utilize the space that otherwise will be unused, but also provides some insulation. Now, if you live in an area that it is very cold, this will not be a good solution for you. However, in areas like where I am, that we have mild winters and hot summers, this is a very good solution. The temperature very rarely drops below freezing in North Carolina, so even on those days it doesn't drop below 25 or so. And this provides a very good solution for storing, and provides some, as I said, some insulation ability. As you can see, and I'm going to put some more around here, but as you can see, organization has some standard things like this pegboard. There are actually two pegboards that very nicely have organized all my space here. And also the same system that we talked about. As you can see, I have almost a wall full of those, very inexpensive. It didn't really cost me a lot of money to create that, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. So what are my thoughts about the size of the shop? Of course, we always want to have something bigger, but in my case, I really don't think that the size is bad. I do need to get a little more organized, but I can have everything I need and want into this space. And the great advantage is I can open the front doors and have really a very nice area to work in the front of the shed without much difficulty. One of the things I really enjoy is that if we walk here in the front, you can see I have a great space, and also I've created there, I put two logs and I put pieces of wood or cabinets, whatever I need to do, and that has been a great area for me to paint things. So I don't paint inside the shop as I did in the past. It is better for my lungs, it's better for things around the shop, and it is extremely useful. So that is a positive thing in having a shop in a nice wooded area like I do. And also, I don't worry about bothering my neighbors with the sound. And in the same token, I don't hear a lot of exterior sounds when I do my videos. Now then, do I like it overall? Yes. I might have done it maybe a couple of feet longer, a couple of feet wider, but overall I'm very, very happy with the size, and I don't think I need to do anything much bigger with it. So I like that I'm able to sit here and look outside and see this nice, very, very nice view of my woods and the area here that I truly enjoy. And it just makes you feel better in working in an area like this. My old shop was getting very, very cold, and if you recall, I had a forced propane heater, and it worked really good for that shop, but it will be overkill for this shop. So for this shop, I have purchased a small electric heater that has a very cool setting, which is an antifreeze. You see that little minimum freeze? This keeps the shop below freezing at all times if you leave this plugged in, and I think this is a nice feature. Overall, you can see the shop here. I think it is well organized. I think it's very well lit. And overall, I think I'm very, very happy with my choices. Using stuff that I have around, most of my shelves again are using scrap wood or wood that has been left from other projects. And that works very, very well. Here I have some other pieces of wood that were left from our Sater project, and I'm going to use it to make some shelving units on this side of the wall, and maybe on this side of the wall, and we're going to see. I use simple screws to hang things like my blades up there, and I use those temporary hooks, which you can remove anytime you want, to hang a few temporary items, as you see. Overall, I do like to use a lot of containers. You see them there. I label them so I know what they are, and this is for things that I don't use very often. In general, I'm very happy that I built this storage area on top, and if I do want, for some reason, more storage, I can very easily build it on the other side, which I don't have one, and keep it nice and even more versatile. The reason I didn't put the storage above there is because I wanted to have a way to ventilate the shop, and as you can see there, I have an exhaust fan that is on most of the time, always overnight, and has really helped in the summer, and I think it's helping in the winter as well. So that has kept me from putting something there, but I might put something right and left. I like this look, and I like the fact that the shop looks rustic and nice. I really enjoy that look, and I hope you do too. Overall, I've been very, very happy with the build that we did in the shop, and we are going to hopefully show you when it is completely finished. I do have a couple of more organization projects to do, and they do not worth to show you in video. I might do a little bit of maybe a lot of them combined together to show you my ideas, but you do not have to spend a lot of money, and you should not spend a lot of money to organize your shop. Use wood that you have left. It is a great use for wood and helps you a lot. Again, my solution for storage in the studs and keeping the shop insulated will not work as well if you live in Minnesota or Kansas or Nebraska, or a place that you have very, very cold winters. This is for moderate climates, the east, the west, and the south. And in those climates, you don't need a lot, and when you have a lot of things, it's almost like your refrigerator. The more stuff you have in your refrigerator, the less energy you keep to heat them and to cool them, because as they cool, they retain energy, and then the refrigerator has to work less to keep them cool. It's the same principle here. When these things is heated, they retain some heat energy, and it doesn't allow the shop to get very cold even overnight. Alright friends, and this concludes our short episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm very pleased with the little workshop we built here. And if I was to do it again, I wouldn't do much things different. Maybe I will make it 1 or 2 feet longer or wider, but that's about it. Overall, I'm very, very happy. I really enjoy working here, and I hope you enjoy the videos we produce for you. We'll appreciate your support with a thumbs up, and if you don't enjoy our content, we hope that you will let us know what you don't like or what you would like for us to show, and we're going to do our best to produce it for you. From Dr. Wizard at the Homestead and the Urban Homesteading channel, we want you to have a great week. Stay safe, wash your hands, put your mask on, and we are going to see you soon with another project. Farewell, friends.